Okay, welcome once again. Still on revision of Waec past question on mathematics. Section B, M equals open a brace, n is to 2n minus 3 less than or equal to 37, close the brace, where n is a counting number. The question you have to ask yourself, what do they mean by counting number? N is to 2n, okay, minus 3 less than or equals 37, close it, where n is a counting number. Counting numbers, when you think about natural numbers, they are what? Counting numbers. You must understand what you are doing, truth be told. And I'm not in this question, I am seeing an inequality. If we're having an inequality, this should quickly come to your mind that the rule guiding an inequality must be applied. You ask yourself, what is the rule? If this is to be an inequality 2n minus 3 less than or equals 37, this is a linear inequality, not a fractional one. You can see the rule. All variable, left hand side, all constant on numbers, right hand side. Meaning, if I say add 3 to both sides, I will have 2n minus 3 plus 3 less than or equals 37 plus 3. So I will have now 2n less than or equals to 40. Okay, multiply through by 1 over 2. The reason for multiplying through by 1 over 2 is just that it's the multiplicative inverse of the alphanumeric 2n. Recall, I've said this in our section A. So 1 over 2 times 2n less than or equals to 40 times 1 over 2. So that n is now 3. It's less than or equal to what? 20. Okay. If you say counting numbers, natural numbers, n is less than or equal to 20, meaning starting from the natural number, counting numbers. That means that n is a set of what? Numbers starting from, n is a set of numbers starting from where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dot, to where? 20. Because it's less than or equal to what? 20. You have to understand what you are doing. Now write down all the elements in n. That's the first question. I've written down all the elements in n. Now, another person may be of this opinion. Why not write all the numbers down? You are still 100% correct. And somebody else may want to stop at 15. Now say dot to 20. Perfectly correct. Provided you stopped, you ended at 20. Your solution is in order. Therefore, this structure, this list of numbers here for n are the what? Set of the counting numbers. So I've written it down. That is the solution for all the numbers in n. Let's check the I part. The II part is talking about if a number is selected at random from M, what is the probability that it is what? A multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 simply implies after 3, the next number is what? 3 plus 3. That is 6. Plus 3 again, 9. Plus 3 again, 12. Plus 3 again, 15. Plus 3 again, 18. Plus 3 again, 21. You can see it has exceeded. So you are going to stop at where? 12, that's 18. So for multiples of 3, you can see multiples of 3. First of all, tell them multiples of 3 are, you have to focus on this. It's not by what you know before. It's all about what do you have. That is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. You pause. At this point, if you use linking method by saying 3, 6, 9, ... 18, you are wrong. Because other numbers that are hidden, they are not all what multiples of 3. Be wise when you are solving. This is the listening part. Now the best solution is not the listen. Is going straight to what they want. What do they want? What is the probability of what? The multiple of 3. Recall that probability. Recall that in probability equals what? Favorable outcome all over what? Total outcome. This is number 1 thing. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 20. Which one is favorable outcome and which one is total outcome? The favorable outcome here is the question, that's the particular thing they have in mind, the favorable. Just like we are talking about a sample space and an event space. That's what have you sampled, or what do they sample? That's why if you don't want to use this formula as a formula in probability, you can say NS all over who? NE. That is number of sample space all over number of event space. But it's always better you go with the word or the grammar that is easier for you in doing that. So at this point in time, the favorable outcome here is what? How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go straight to say 6. All over total outcome, 1 to 20 is what? 20. So our solution is what? 3 all over 10. Therefore, probability of what? Multiples of 3 equals what? 3 over 10. That settles the case. You don't have any issue. Give it to them the way they want. You see that A1, they will give it to you the way you want it. And case settles. Question B, factors of 10. Most of us who are still having challenge in this thing called factor of 10. If you don't know it, you can go through your LCM. We are talking about factors of 10. Meaning that the listing from 1 to 20. Write it clearly now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is all, have you? Okay. So look at the set of numbers we have here. from it, we are interested to get the factors of 10 alone. So the factors of 10 here, they are 1, 2, 5, and 10 itself. So sample space, number of sample space is 4. Event space is 20. So probability of factors of 10 equals what? 4 all over 20 will give us 1 over 5. So the probability of factor of 10 equals what? 1 all over 5. So visit the next question, which is B part. A shop owner gave an end of year bonus to 2 of his attendants, Contour and Gabson, in the ratio of their ages. Gabson's age is 1.5 times that of Contour, who is 20 years old. If Contour receives this, find the total amount shared. Okay. You can see the question. This is just a ratio, proportion. But our main focus here is Gabson's age is what? 1.5 times. 1 over 1 all over 2 implies 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3 all over 2. Okay? Of this, we don't know the age of Gabson, but we are told that Gabson's age is 1.5 times that of Contour, who is 20 years old. Okay? Let the age be S to give that of if Gabson is already 20 years old, x equals Gabson implies this of Contour. Contour is already 20, that is of 20. This will give us 3 over 2 times 20. This is what? 10, 30. Okay? Now, the ratio of the age will go this way. 30 ratio 20, that is 3 ratio 2, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now, if Contour receives this amount, 200,000 LE, I love that. The first person here is Gabson, which is 3, while Contour is 2. So 2 all over 3 of the total amount they are to share, which we don't know. Let's multiply by LE, let's say LEP, that's unknown, equals Contour's share, that's 200,000 is given to him. So that 2p unknown equals 3 times 200,000 pounds, or then 2p equals this is 600,000. P now equals 600,000 all over 2 equals 300,000. Okay, so this is LE 300,000. This is the total amount they have to share, 300,000. Let's cross check with our calculator. 200,000 times 3 all over 2, 300,000. Okay. Find the total amount shared. Total amount shared. Let's check for. I recall that this person is to receive the 3 over 2 of this person's amount. There's no need even doing this because the total amount shared by them is assigned as unknown. So I have gotten the unknown value. So it is worth 300,000. 300,000. Find Gobson's share. If you want to know his own share, you go through the question again. Gobson's age is 1.5, okay, times of this person's age. So, to know his own share, we have to see total ratio here. Total ratio. We now apply our total ratio here. This is 2 over 5. The total ratio is 5. Total ratio equals 3 plus 2. So this is 2 over 5. 2p equals 5 times 200,000. 200,000. So here will give us 200,000 times 5. Divide through by this. We're going to have p equals, this is 5 times 100,000. So now the total amount they shared by them is LE 500,000 was shared between 2 of them by the owner of that shop. Now, the next question is find how much Gobson's share is. Gobson is 3:2. Total ratio now is 5. And Gobson is 3 already. So 3 over 5 multiplied by the total amount shared by them, which is 500,000. 500,000. This will give us 3 times LE 100,000. To give us 300,000 LE. Good, but if you don't stress yourself going through this, you were told that Contour received 200,000 initially, isn't it? And if the total amount of money shared by them is 500,000, just to remove Contour's own from the total amount, that is 500,000 minus 200,000, it will still give what? 300,000. So that is the solution for that question. That is the solution to question number 6. Or number 7. A, the sum of 3 numbers is 81. The second number is twice the first, given that the third number is 6 more than the second. Find the numbers. And this is a point that most of you are always not interested in solving. But most of the times you find out that it's the cheapest to handle. So how do we do this? To do this, just take your time. Sum means addition. The sum of three numbers. Do we know these numbers? We don't know, of course. Now, let me assume the numbers are A, B, C. Or I can assume the numbers are what? X, Y, Z. No issue. It's all about choice. So what do you prefer? We are always conversant with X, Y in mathematics. So that is some of this. Let numbers be what? X, Y, Z. Now, the sum of three numbers is 81. Follow instruction, okay? That is X plus Y plus Z equals what? 81. Don't kill yourself. Just say equation 1. And most of us, we are interested to go direct to the answer. That is always not the case. Pay attention to the instruction given to you. The second number is twice the first. Okay? Second number. Who is the second number? Y is twice the first. I say 2s, okay? Comma. Just come down to understand what they are trying to play. Now, given that the third number is what? 6 more than the second, meaning Z equals 6 more than the second, Y plus 6, okay? If you like, equation 2. Like equation 3 is your choice. You know what you prefer or what you want to do. Anyhow that can create a linking for you for flow of knowledge, do. But don't apply what they didn't give to you. Now the instruction here now, find the numbers. Okay. Initially, the sum of these three numbers were what? 81. They summed up to 81. The first number is this is this. Okay, recall that this is X. Alright. First number plus second is 2x plus third y plus 6 equals 81. You can see a wonderful question. We are still seeing two unknown in just a linear equation. Override two unknown is meant for what? Simultaneous. But let's see actually what you have in mind. Recall that from equation 2, you see the reason why you have to give title. From equation 2, y is what? 2s. Because this question is having face now. Y, which is 2s plus 6, is having face as 81. Good. Then s plus 2s plus 2s, then 5s plus 6 equals what? 81. Now subtract 6 from both sides. I have 5s plus 6 minus 6 equals 81 minus 6. Have we? Now 5s equals 81 minus 6. 5s equals what? 75. That's 75. So multiply through by 1 all over 5. That is the multiplication inverse of the variable 5s or the alphanumeric 5. That is 5s. I will have that 1 over 5 multiplied by 5s equals 1 over 5 multiplied by 75. Here, s equals what? This is 5 and 7 is 1, remember 2, 25, 5 and this, that's 15. Let's cross check. 75 all over 5 equals 15. Therefore, s is what? 15. But that's not the question. They say find the numbers. We are looking for the numbers, isn't it? Yes. The numbers here, s is what? 15. What is y? Y, recall y equals to 2s. Okay? Therefore, y equals to 2 times 15, y equals to 30. Good. Also recall that z equals to y plus 6. Good. So z equals to what? 30 plus 6. Do you agree? Z now equals 36. Now, the sum s plus y plus z, we were told is what? 81. Now let's cross check. This equals s is what? 15. Y is what? 30. This person is what? 36. This plus this is what? 15 plus 66. They give us, this is 1, this is 7, 81. In fact, let me tell you, if you know what you're doing in maths, as you're solving, the solution is also looking at you. It's very clear and obvious, no argument. You can see at the end, after adding all the values you have got for the various variables, it's summed up to what? 81. Pay attention to questions. When you do, it will be well with you. That A1 you are looking for is always straightforward. It's there before you, always. All you need is to do what? To pay attention. Okay, this is B part of this question. The B part, given the point, that should be the question, not giving the point. Like given the points P 3,5 and Q minus 5,7 on the Cartesian plane, such that R x, y is what? Midpoint of PQ. Find the equation of the line passing through R and perpendicular to PQ. Beautiful question. The discouraging factor here is the name perpendicular. But what can I encourage you here is that for the fact that you have coordinates, you have nothing to fear. What are the coordinates given to you? Bring them out. Okay. When you do, look at it. When you do P, I have P. A is 3,5. Q minus 5,7. Then R x, y. Please don't entertain any fear, okay? Now the midpoint. In fact, there must be a direction always. Just like somebody who is solving bearing, there is a direction given to you. Follow instruction. Follow it. Now the midpoint PQ, that is R, SR into S, Y, is what? The midpoint of who? PQ. So where is PQ? These two guys here. Now, when you're talking about midpoint, what do you think about midpoint? Midpoint simply means this. I'm going to write down now. Midpoint, okay? Midpoint x equals x2 plus x1 all over 2, and y equals to y2 plus y1 all over 2. This is what we're talking about, midpoint. Now, if s is this, meaning when I want to get the value of x, I have to have it from this. Recall, I have this. This implies x1, okay? y1. I have this, y2. I have this also, s2. Watch back. What I see, we have the value of s1, we have the value of s2. So what do you do? S equals s2, which is minus 5 plus 3 all over 2 to give us s equals to minus 2 all over 2. X now equals minus 1. Good. Now you have to think about the second coordinate. which is the ordinate side. X is called the abscissa, while y is what? Ordinate. So y2 is what? 7. y1 is who? 5 all over 2. Y equals 12 all over 2. Y equals who? 6. You can see it's actually interesting. Therefore, the point R, which is who? X comma y, implies what? Minus 1 comma 6. You have settled this gentleman. You have settled this guy perfectly. They say is the midpoint. Good. Now the question is what? Find the equation of the line passing through R and is what? Perpendicular to PQ. The equation passing through this one and is perpendicular to PQ. So what is R? And it's perpendicular to PQ. If R is perpendicular to PQ, it means our interest, recall, our equation is always y equals to ms plus c. Okay? Now talking about perpendicularity. Perpendicularity simply means m1, m2 equals to minus 1. Am I making myself clear? Are you with me? Okay. As you're with me, let's try to recall how we can generate what we need for this solution. So how do you do that? Look at how we're going to do it. Now, this is R. Minus 1 comma 6. Am I communicating? What is the gradient of this point? You find the equation of the line that passes through R and who? Perpendicular to PQ. So, the interest is not this gentleman. Our interest, we will have to take apart what? Gradient from who? PQ. So, do you recall that PQ, the gradient PQ, will give us what? That y2 minus y1 all over s2 minus s1 equals to m. Now, PQ, see them here. I want to get the gradient of the point PQ. You know, looking at it, you may be thinking that PQ, the side PQ, is they are talking about multiplication. No. So they are just talking about trying to let you know that you got to get the what? The gradient from the side P and the Q. Now, what can you say about Y2? Thinking about Y2 simply implies what? 7 minus 2, Y1, 5, all over S2 is minus 5 minus 2, 3 equals to M. So remove this because you don't write double equal to mass, except when you are linking by saying this imply. And imply equals this, or this equivalent to this. Okay, at this point in time, we got to say that M equals to minus 2. No? 7 minus 5 is 2. Then minus 5 minus 3 is who? Minus 8, okay? Now M equals to minus 1 all over 4. Good. Recall that we are dealing with who? Perpendicularity. Perpendicularity says M1, M2 equals minus 1. Recall that M1 is already this. You have to apply it to minus 1 over 4 into M2 equals to minus 1. Cross multiply, minus M2 equals minus 4 times minus 1. Okay? That's 4 times minus 1. Let's leave minus 1 minus this way. This M2 equals 4. Minus will take care of minus. Meaning the regradient now is who? 4. Don't do that mistake by thinking that minus 1 over 4 is your original gradient, because this is what? A perpendicularity question. It's not just an ordinary equation. Likewise, when you're thinking about parallelism, anyway, parallelism, M1 equals M2, you have nothing to change about it. But in the case of perpendicularity, there is always something you must do. And what is that? Recall that M1, M2 equals what? Minus 1. When you cross multiply, you get the real solution. Now, you want to think about the equation of the line. What's the equation now? The equation goes this way. Recall that y equals ms plus c. You don't need to worry yourself. All you need to do, get what you want. Do you have the constant C? No. If you want this, fine, use it. I think from this solving, you have been seeing me using two different formulas in some questions. While I am doing that, I want you to get conversant with what you are doing in mathematics. So here, I'll use this, but I'll use the other one first. What's the other one? Recall that y minus y1 all over s minus s1 equals to y2 minus y1 all over s2 minus s1. Where this person is who? Gradient. That was the original gradient. 4. Not minus 1 over 4. Be aware and be 1. So now, y minus 1, y1. What is your y1? Look back in the question. y1 is 5. Alright. S1 is who? 3. Alright. Equals who now? 4. Good. Just cross multiply this fraction, this to this 5 minus y minus 5 equals who? 4 into s minus 3. So y minus 5 equals 4s minus 12, okay? Now y minus 4s minus 5 plus 12 equals to 0. So y minus 4s plus 7 equals 0. This is what equation of the line passing through. So if you're not so conversant or comfortable with this formula here, this particular formula, switch to this. So how do you do it? Y equals ms plus c. Okay. So we are going back to the first point where y is 5, I'll write. M is 4, our gradient, I'll write. Multiply by s, s is 3, I'll write. Plus c. Now, 5 equals 12 plus c. C now equals 5 minus 12. C equals minus 7. If I have this, now standardize your solution. Y equals to m. What is m? 4. 4 times s. What is c? Minus 7. So see your equation. It's looking as if they are not the same solution. They are. Let me show you. Y minus 4s plus 7 equals to 0. I mean, now y equals, if I transfer 4s, I transfer 7 minus 7. Now, are they the same? Yes. Two of them are the same. Therefore, you can use this formula or this formula. Write the solution to this question. Next question. Now, copy and complete the table subvalue of y equals to s squared minus s minus 4. 4 minus 3 less than equal to s less than equal to 3. The table has been given to you. There is something I do. I like using the direct simultaneous equation method most of the times. While some of you also like the tabular method, fine. If that one is what you want, no trouble. Do it. But I will tell you what you must not miss while you are using that your own. For instance, look at the equation given to you. Y equals to s squared minus s minus 4. Your table now, see s. I mean, what is next s? 2s squared. Who is next? Minus s. Who is next? Minus 4. Finally, y. This is your own table. That format you are using. The values of s has been assigned to you. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have, for this format, you can say when s is minus 3, 2s squared implies what? 2 bracket minus 3 all squared. That is 2 times 9 equals 18. You're right. But it is wise in exam hall, any value given to you on the y-axis, don't bother yourself to solve it again. So here is needless for now. You already know the values. It has been solved, so go direct to this. Instead of saying when this is minus 2, this times 4, that is 8. You write. This will give us what? When s is minus 1, 2s squared implies what? 2 bracket minus 1 all square equals to 2. This one is 0, this is 2, this is 8, this is 18. Can you see it? But that of 0 has been given to us already. So take note of this and this. So this is minus s. Minus times minus plus. Minus minus plus. The coefficient, that's what I'm communicating with the numbers. Leave this one, leave this out of it. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 2 times minus 4, 8. This is 4. Leave this. This is minus 4. This is minus 8. This is minus 12. Now to get the values of y, to confirm what you are doing, this is 12. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 minus 12 is what? 21 minus 12. We have, okay, this one is 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 plus 30, that's 35. 35 minus 12 is 17. Okay. You have confirmed that it is working. What you are doing is in order. So this is 8 plus 2, 10. So go back to this question, please. This is 2s squared, okay? 1s is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. This is 18. 18 minus 12 is 6. Okay, this is plus 12. Okay. Minus 4 is a constant. Just write minus 4 here. Minus 4 is a constant. All through is a constant. Minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4. So, this minus this is 14 plus this 17. You have confirmed that it is working. Now, go with your own. This plus this 10. 10 minus 4, 6. Circle it to show that you are the one that solved it. This plus this is 3. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. You also circle it. You don't have business here. Just jump it. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 4, minus 3. Circle it. 8 minus 6 is 2. Circle it. 18 minus 3 is 15. 15 minus 4 is what? 11. You also circle it. So you are done with this method. But my own method, I go this way. I carry that the table this way. This minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Good. This is y. When s is minus 2, I don't want to touch here. Y equals to 2s squared minus s minus 4. So y now equals 2 bracket minus 2 all squared minus 1 into minus 2. Because the coefficient is minus 1 minus 4. To give us what? This is 8 plus 2 minus 4. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. You can see it. I have your 6. Can you see it? If this one is also interesting to you, use it. Then wherever you are watching this video, use this format, complete this table again, you're going to get the same value. So complete it. This is -1, -3, solve and complete the table. Okay, that is that. You have completed the table. The next thing is to follow the next instruction. They say using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 cm to 2 units on the y-axis. Draw the graph of rho. This is that simple thing. So, since we're not using graph board here, what you do is just a sketch. But then, if you know what you're doing actually in graph, you can plot it perfectly without no problem. So let's write down the values you have. This is 17. For plotting, consider these ones. But for solving, don't bother yourself. This is -3. 2. This is 11. 2. Under x, we have -4. Now let's quickly sketch this. Let's assume this is your graph. It's this way because it's a quadratic graph. It's not an ogive. That must be the origin always. 2 cm to 1 unit. You consider the highest value of y is 17. Ys is 3. You don't even have a problem on x-axis. 2 cm to 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is complete. This -1, -2, -3. The other one is 2 cm to 2 units. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. You can pause. You have gotten what you want. -2, -4, -6, -8, -10, -12. You also pause. Some of you that you write here, please stop. Stop doing that. This is some people they will be writing here. This is how you label your number. This way, this way. So you just plot. When s is -3, y is 17. See it. See 17 somewhere here. So this graph is a simple one anyway. But my interest is to show you how to plot, not even that. It's just a sketch that we are making anyway, but the plotting will be clear. If you are using this, when you are done doing this, circle it. But if you are using this, don't circle it. And neither will you do this. It's not stem, it's not asterisk. It's just this way. S. You leave it. But if you prefer this, when you use your dotted line, circle it, please. So, -2, s is 6. C -2, C 6 here. -1, s is minus. Y is also -1. See s -1, y -1. Somewhere here. C -1, -1, somewhere here. Okay. Then 0 -4. When s is 0, this center. Y is -4 on top. When s is -3. That's when s is 1, y is -3. See s1, where is -3? Somewhere here. You can say I'm not circling it because it's just start I'm using. Then when s is 2, y is also 2. See, just here. When s is 3, y is 11. See, 11 somewhere here. So use your broom, quietly trace your graph, okay? Still better if you have a French curve, use to get the exact trace that is needed from you, from Waec. Recall, you are not plotting for me. So do it well and get whatever mark that has been allotted to this. Okay, so use the graph to find the root of equation 2x squared minus s minus 4. Look at, in that your graph you are using, wherever you are watching this video now, you have plotted this graph. Check, root of equation is just where this curve passes through. See it, root 1, root 2. From my end, I have x equals minus 1 or 1.8. Now from your end, trace the value of x, whatever you have, is what? Root of equation. So the root of equation here, s equals to minus 1 or 1.8. You know, this is a sketch. It may not give us exactly the perfect thing, but you are learning how to handle it well over there. Okay, use the graph to find the values of s for which y increases as s increases. When s is increasing, y is increasing. Let's see. From your table, this is minus 3, decrease, increase, this decrease. When is 0, this is this. When s is 1, it did not increase here. 2 here. When from 2 it increases to this, from this place it increases to this. sy, s3, and y11. So the root of this equation, this is a straight line. Look at, from this point to this point, we'll just pass through this. Let's minus 1 less than equals s less than equals 2. At that point, you can see immediately from 2, y was 2. Then it now move to 3, y now increase to what? 11. Okay. Another minimum point of y. That's where the U shape, see this point is the minimum point, which is roughly minus 4 or minus 4.1. It depends. You know, like I told you, this is a sketch. It's not a perfect square, perfect graph. It's just a sketch. We do not get exactly all we want from it. Okay, this is question number 9 of this part. Question 9 is statistics. Question 9 is statistics. The table shows the height of teak tree harvested by a farmer. Find the what? Median height. Median is not a case. Calculate correct adjustments to the mean. Okay. Now let's deal with median height. I have this table H, M, number of trees. M is the height, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight. Good. Then 4, 6, 4. 4, 6, 4. 5, 6, 2. As the name implies, median height. The number at the middle is the median, isn't it? Now, how do you do it? So this is a tabular form. So how to get this? This plus this is 10 already, or this plus this is what? 8. So it's remaining more to complete this side 10. Meaning you are taking it from here. If you take it from here, 3 is remaining. Now if 3 is remaining here, this side 4 is remaining, isn't it? If I remove this, if I add this 3 to this is 5 plus 6, 11 plus this. From here to here is what? 13. While from here to here is what? 14. Meaning this one is still greater than this by 1. Meaning one more number is remaining here. So who is that number? 5. So median now equals what? 5. Another way one can trace this, let's check, look at this. You know that median M equals to N all over 2. I mean, if it is even, then M plus 1 all over 2 when it is odd. So this is 14 plus 13. This 11, 12, 13, 27, 28, that's 14. Okay. You still landing here. The 14 to 1 fails here. Because our total here, because this is odd, M equals 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2. All over 2. That is 27 plus. That's 27 over 2. 27 is an odd number, meaning the formula we have to use is n plus 1. If I use n plus 1, that's 27 plus 1, meaning 28 all over 2. They give us what? 14. Now, the 14 to 1 fell where? This is 10, 14, meaning it's within here. Where is it reflected? 5. So the median is what? 5. This is the second formula I have used. The other one, I did it by calculation. Counting from this side to this side, I jammed the middle one. But if that one is not clear, I now did it by calculation. After adding, I got an odd number. In odd, if it is the total of your n is odd, you say you add 1 to make it even, then divide by 2. When we divided by 2, we got 14. And if you check from this place, this is where 14 is falling. So who is taking the 14 is 5. Therefore, median is what? 5. The next is calculate and correct to 1 decimal is what? The mean. So this is where the recalculation is. And let's face the music here now. We have our table already. You know that mean by S equals to summation Fs all over summation F. So by S now equals summation Fs, that's, we're going to write this, we have S, we have F, we have Fx, okay? X is these ones here. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then F 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 2. 3 times 4, 12. This is 24. This is 20. This is 30. This is 42. this is 16. So summation fx here now equals summation f here now equals a calculator 12 plus 24 plus 50 plus 42 plus 16 equals 144. 144. Then summation f is 27. So bar s equals 144 all over 27. Bar s, which is mean, equals divided by 27, 5.33. 5.33. So one decimal place meaning bar s equals 5.3 to what? 1 dB. So you have done that. That's the one decimal place. The next question, calculate the standard deviation also to one decimal place. So we have to calculate the standard deviation now. Standard deviation, you don't need to worry yourself again. You have an existing table. But all you know that SD, standard deviation, equals to square root of variance. This is all you have to do. And you also know that variance equals to summation f bracket s minus bar s all square over summation f. This is variance. That is bar this square equals this. Now when you put it in the square root, it becomes what? Standard deviation. So now, what do we need more here? We need to get s minus bar x. We also need to get f of s minus bar s. We also need to get what? F of s minus bar s all squared. It means our table will be completed. So look at what we need to make it a complete standard deviation. Now, the other challenge in statistics is it's long, but it's not difficult anyway. See what you have, 5.33. So s minus bar s, meaning this is your s minus bar s, that's minus 3 minus 2.33. However, we are using two decimal places here. So 4 minus 5.33 minus 1.33. Sorry, square of this. That's all we need here. S minus s bar all squared. Then this one. We square it at the same time if you don't want to waste your time in the exam. 1.7689. Then 2.33 square. 5.4289 minus 0.33 all squared 0.1089, then 6 minus 5.33 0.67 square 0.4489 7 minus 5.33 1.67 all square 2.7889 then 8 minus 5.33. 2.67 square 7.1289. Now this times f. I want to multiply by f, then this one times 2 now for 10.2578. 2.7889 times 6. 16.7334. Then 5 times 0.4489. 5 times this 2.2445. Okay, 4 multiplied by 0.1089, 0.4356, then 6 multiplied by 1.7689, 10.6134, 4 multiplied by 5.4289, 21.7156. So we'll have to get the summation because of the nature of our formula. We have this one already. So summation f into x minus s by r squared will give us the one on this plus 10.6134 plus 0.4356 plus 2.2445 plus 16.7334 plus 14.2578. 66.0003. So standard deviation now, SD equals square root of 66.0003 all over 27. Standard deviation equals square root of divided by 27, 2.4455556, and the square root 2.4445556 equals this. Standard deviation equals 1.563. So the instruction to one decimal place, standard deviation equals 1.6 to 1 dp. This is the end of question number 9. Let's go to question number 10. Question number 10. In a town, Chief X resides 60 meters away on a bearing of 57 degrees. From the place P, Y Chief Y resides on a bearing of 150 degrees from same place, Palace P. Then the residents of S and Y are 180 meters apart. Illustrate the information in a diagram. Okay, let us look at this question critically and know how to follow it up so that there will be no any error. In a town, Chief S resides 60 meters away on a bearing of 57 degrees. We are starting with bearing of 57 degrees. Thinking about our cardinal points, we'll have this north, east, south, and west. 57 degrees is going to take its position here, meaning it's going this way. Chief X, 057 degree. As this thing is moving, it's going to enter to the fourth quadrant. If you move this way, third quadrant. Okay, the distance is 60 meters away, and the next one is from the palace P, meaning X is not even the starting point. Chief S resides 60 meters away on the bearing of this from palace P. Look at the palace P. So this is X. Okay. Then Y chief Y resides on a bearing of 150 degrees from the same palace. That's from this place. 150 degrees. From here to here is 180. Because it's 150, it cannot get to this point. So you are stopping somewhere here. It's flowing this way. Recall that 150, for you to achieve 150, you must cross 90. So if you are crossing 90, it means you're taking out 90 degrees from 150. So taking out 90 from 150, it will remain 60 degrees. So this point is 60. So this is going to lie on fourth quadrant, as this lied on third quadrant. So this is Y. The residents of S and Y are what? 180 meters apart. Let's linking this. (180 meters apart). So the question is, illustrate this information in a diagram. Look at your illustration. You are done with the illustration. But be careful how you interpret your values, the angles given to you, because it's very important. Since you are having 57 degrees here, here means what? 57 degree by alternate angle law. Let's look at the next question. Find correct to three significant figures the bearing of S from Y. Bearing of S from Y. But one thing you should recognize here is that the final bus stop ended at fourth quadrant, and fourth quadrant has business with what? 360 degrees. So you have to be careful of whatever you are solving. So if I decide to call here, there is a small angle here called 30 degrees, meaning by assumption here is 30 degrees, but because you still have an unknown value somewhere here, because here cannot give you the exact value of this point, you decide to look at it and call it maybe theta, because there's an unknown place, but you have to fix your 30 degrees. So it's pointing up here. But bear it in mind, here is an unknown angle, that's theta. Bearing of X from Y will mean this is Y, this is going like this. Y this side is facing like this. Okay, that's sine rule. If you have the record that A over sine you can decide to call it small a all over sine capital A equals small b all over sine capital C B equals small c all over sine capital C. Another person may decide to use capital A over sine small a. Any one you prefer, you can use. But here, we are not looking at three things at a time because simultaneously you cannot solve three things at a time, three unknown together. So, here we have that 60 over sine theta equals 180 all over sine 150. But there is something you need to recognize here so that we can get the real value. You know, if I call here 90 degree, it's going to be a challenge. Reason, from here is 57, it means 33 degree will have to remain here. So what is the total angle here? It's now 93 degree. So you can't use 150 because 157 is out of it. So this is a 93. You can see this. You have two fractions. The next is just by cross multiplication, cross multiplying the expression or the two fractions we have, cross multiplying comma, we have 60 multiplied by sine. So 93 equals 180 meter multiplied by sin theta. So dividing through by 1 over 180. We'll have that 60 sin 93 degree multiplied by 1 over 180 equals 180 sin theta multiplied by 1 over 180. So this can take care of this. So sin theta now equals 60 sin 93 all over 180 meter. So let's check what we have. So 93 degree. That's 60 multiplied by 0.9986295 all over 180. This will give us a sin theta equals tan 60 over 180, 0.3328765. Sin inverse 0.332876 equals theta. So shift sin 0.3328765 will give us 19.44 degree. So theta equals 19.44 degree. But the question is the bearing of S from Y. Recall that I told you here there is an unknown or a hidden angle here, which you call theta. So that theta plus 19.44 equals the owner of this place, which is 30 degree. So having 30 degree, so the main angle, I can just say alpha equals 30 minus this, 10.556 degree. So the real value here is 10.556 degree. By alternate angle, it will enter here. By alternate, that is 10.56 degree. Good. Now the bearing of x from y implies, look at the direction of y, it is 360 degree. That's 360 degree minus 10.556 degree. So our answer here is 349.44 degree. So the bearing of x from y is what? 349.44 degree. So that is the bearing of x from y. Let's look at the next question. Find correct to three significant figures the distance between x and y. Three significant figure, the bearing of this, let us round it up. 1, 2, 3. So final answer, this significant figure is very, very important. Without that, it means you don't know what you are doing. Simply, you're not following the instruction given by Waec. It is liable for punishment. Maybe subtraction of 1 mark or 2, depending on the year and the judgment they have passed on it. So find and correct to three significant figures the distance between P and Y. Look at P, look at Y. Now I want to look for the distance between them. So I'm cleaning here and wiping it so that we can solve for the distance between P and Y. We have to manage here. Okay. We have made use of sine rule. So the next is what? Cosine rule. But you must know your angle. Two lengths, two sides are given already with one included angle. So read theta now, or the real angle for usage, equals 57 degree plus 10.56 degree to give us 57 plus 10.56, 67.56 degree. And if you watch, our theta is less than 180. Therefore, we are using it direct. By cosine rule, recall that a square equals b square plus c square minus 2bc cos capital A. The same thing goes for b square equals a square plus c square minus 2ac cos capital B. The same thing for c square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab cos capital C. Good. But this is not the letters we are about to use. Here we have P, Y, and S. Here is small s, here is small y, here is small p. Good. So we are looking for this s squared equals who? P squared plus y squared minus 2py cos capital X. So this is our business. Now, s squared equals p squared 180 squared plus
60 square minus 2 times 180 times 60 cos 67.56 degree. Let's clean here to know it's not part of our business. Okay, having this is going to result to s square equals 180 square 32400 plus 3600 minus 2 times 180 times 60 cos 67.56. This will give us s squared equals 32400 plus 3600. That is 36,000 minus cos 67.56 degree multiplied by 2,1600. 8245.059948. S squared equals 2774.94005. Now, taking the square root of both sides, we're going to have square root of s squared equals square root of 27754.90005. Square root of 27754.940005. S now equals 166.598. S equals 166. That's three significant figure. 1, 2, 3. Can 5 approximate? Yes is the answer. So call it 1 and add to 6. It becomes what? 167 meter. This is the end of question number 10. The distance between P and Y simply is what? 167 meter. Let's go to the next question. This is question number 11A. Two regular polygons, P and Q, are such that the number of sides of P is twice the number of sides of Q. The difference between the exterior angles of P and Q is what? 45 degrees. Find the number of sides. Good question. It's a bit technical, but you have to reason, apply wisdom in what you are doing. So first of all, the first thing that should come to your mind is asking yourself, what is the formula for an exterior angle? For exterior angle, recall that angle equals 360 degree all over number of sides. That is small n, representing number of sides of the polygon. But you have to know that number of sides of P will imply NP. That is for P. Number of sides for Q implies NQ. Already you were told that P is twice the number of sides, or that is NP equals to NQ. Recall, wherever you see NP, you call it what? 2NQ. That is 2 multiplied by number of sides of Q. Now, the difference between them. If I say, I have that 360 all over the first, that's number of P, the difference between them, 360 all over. Recall, NP equals 2NQ, good, equals to 45 degree. If you're looking at this clearly from your end, as you're watching this video, you can notice that the numerator, they are the same. So what do? You factor it out by saying 360 degree bracket 1 over NP minus 1 over 2NQ. So we need to balance this so it will be uniform. If this is this, then I have to replace it by writing Q. (45 degree). If I want to see this, let's say let NQ equals X, okay? That says 360 degree bracket 1 over S minus 1 over 2X equals 45 degree. So it will be easier for us to solve. So 360 degree into our LCM is 2S into this is 2 minus 1, okay? Equals 45 degree. Then we're going to have 360 into 1 all over 2S equals 45 degree. Making 1 over 2S subject of the formula, it means you have to divide through or multiply through by what? 1 over 360. Multiplying by 1 over 360 times 360 into 1 over 2S equals 45 degree times 1 over 360 degree. This is going to read 1 over 2x equals 45 degree all over 360 degree. When I cross multiply, 90x equals 360 degree. 0 here, 0 here. So 9s equals 36. Dividing through by 9, x equals what? 4. So recall, you called x to be the NQ. And recall that P equals 2x. Therefore, the number of sides of P equals 2 times 4. So how many sides has this polygon? So it has 8 sides, the polygon P. Number of sides of P equals what? 8 sides. Look at the solving clearly. Take your time and go through it. I wanted to avoid confusion here. That's why I said let NQ represent S. So I can remove it. So at the end, I have to recall back that P was 2NQ. Therefore, the number of sides of this polygon is what? 8 sides. 11b. The area of a semicircle is 32 pi centimeters square. Find in terms of pi the circumference of the semicircle. Okay. We have heard about semicircle. We've heard about circle before. The term semi means half of a circle. Semicircle, half of a circle. First of all, we have to reason out formula for area of a circle. The area of a semicircle is 32 this. Okay, area of a circle is what? A equals pi r square. Good. Now it is semi. This will imply pi r square all over 2. Since we have this, we're going to say pi r square all over 2 equals, it was given the area of a semicircle is 32 pi square, okay? 32 pi centimeter square. If you look very well, this can take care of this. Now, r square all over 2 equals 32. If I cross multiply, I'll have that r square equals 2 times 32. So our r square can be what? 64. Now taking square root of both sides, we have square root of r square equals square root of 64. Square root of r square is r. Square root of 64 is 8. So the radius of this semicircle is what? 8 cm. Now calculate the circumference of the semicircle. Now we are talking about circumference. You know, recall that of a semicircle is pi r. Do you know why? Circumference of a circle itself is what? 2 pi r. This implies 2 pi r multiplied by half. Because I told you that semi means half. 2 here to give us what? Pi r, okay? You know, one thing about maths is if you can really take your time to do what you were taught to do, you won't have any issue. But our challenge is most of the times we begin to see it as a heavy thing. That phobia in maths in you should die completely. Please. Now let us face the music. Pi r is the semicircle formula. So the circumference C equals pi r. This will give us pi. Okay, the question says in terms of pi, okay. Pi r, this implies, what is your r? 8 multiplied by pi to give us what? 8 pi. 8 pi. So, our solution, circumference of a semicircle, because we are not dealing with, okay, perimeter of a sector. Okay, sector is a whole shape. Okay, plus 2r. This will give us 8 pi plus 16, all in centimeter, because the unit for circumference is what? Centimeter, while the unit for area is cm square. Okay, that's that. We are pushing to question number 12 now. Circle geometry. This is circle geometry. Let's tackle it. That is Q. This is R. This is this way. Okay. And that way. And here you are seeing 0, which is an indication of an isosceles triangle. Because some of you are waiting to be told that a particular diagram is an isosceles triangle. Not in every case. And this is N. Okay. This is P here. This is R. This is S. Here is 54 degrees. If you're wise automatically here, if I delete this line, I will be seeing a triangle. And that triangle is automatically an isosceles triangle. Do you know my reason? This is radius, and this is also radius. It means by deleting this, you are going to see this way, this way, this way. Recall, this is parallel to this side. So this is 0. This your center is 2m. If here is parallel to here, it means here is also who? 54 degrees, okay? This is 54. Recall that the base angle of an isosceles triangle, they are what? Equal. Okay, if this happens this way, it's going to mean that for n, this is center. You also recall this law. Angle of center is twice angle of circumference, that is 2m equals to n. That is m equals n. M equals n. Just watch what I'm doing, so that it will look as if there is something new that will manufacture. You don't manufacture any figure, but you follow figures according to the rules guiding them. That is the only thing you need to do for yourself. So, if you can remember, in an isosceles triangle, the sum of angles in a triangle, they are all equal to what? 180 degrees, meaning 54 plus 54 degrees plus 2m equals what? 180 degrees, okay? That is 108, that's 108 degrees plus 2m equals 180 degrees. So that 2m, when we collect the like terms, or when we subtract 108 from both sides, we're going to have 2m equals 72 degrees. So multiplying by the multiplicative inverse of this, we're going to have that m equals what? 36 degrees. But our question is, find the values of m and n. Recall, m equals n. Reason, angle at center is twice angle at circumference. Therefore, m equals n equals who? 36 degrees. QED. That is, you have proved beyond any doubt This is the solution to this question. M, 36 degree. N, 36 degree. Once again, the reason for this, angle at center is twice angle at circumference. Be part of this. The length of a rectangle is 4 cm more than the width. If the perimeter is 40 cm, find the area. Interesting. I think this one is so straightforward for you to handle. So, our business here is to think about which is this rectangle they're talking about. You know the shape of a rectangle? The length of a rectangle is this more than its width. If the perimeter, now coming from this angle, you have to think about the perimeter of a rectangle. P equals what? 2 bracket L plus B, okay? How many of you still remember? Okay. But you were told that L equals 4 cm more than, that is 4 plus, more than the width. They did not say 4 times. They say 4 more. More means addition. So, this will have to be, if perimeter is 40 cm, be equal to this. Recall, this is L. L is what? 4 plus B. That's what you were told. So you have to observe whatever they say. So 40 cm now equals 2 bracket 4 plus 2b. If you like, you can just reduce the work by saying 4 plus 2b. Then 20 minus 4, that is subtracting 4 from both sides. 16 equals b, all over 2, all over 2. So the width is what? 8 cm. But the instruction is length was 4 more than its width. Now find the area. Did you have your length? No is the answer. So L, recall, equals 4 plus B. So L equals 4 plus who? 8. L now equals what? 12. Good. Area of a rectangle is what? Length times width, or length times breadth. So area equals 12 times 8. Area equals, this is 6, 96 cm square. So the area of this rectangle is what? 96 centimeters square. If you wouldn't mind, it will also pay for you to draw the shape. Okay. So that is the solution. Now we are on question number 13. We are gradually running down the time. The time is gradually. So this is a shape in a form of quadrant. Let's see what they call the diagram. In the diagram, the radius of the sector of a circle center 0 is 7 cm and angle MON is 60 degrees. Find correct to 1 decimal place the area of the shaded portion. You know, whenever a diagram is shaded, what should come to your mind is what? Subtraction. But if no part is shaded, you have to add. So you have to get this information clear. So area of shaded portion now. You know, a sector was mentioned, isn't it? Don't create your own name. Try to follow Waec and follow whatever they are doing. So they have given you the name sector. Good. And you, what are you seeing in this diagram? There is a triangle in it. And I think, yes, it's a clear triangle, meaning area of a sector minus area of a triangle. Now, how do we go about this? The radius of the sector was given, and if you watch very well, I'm seeing a point called OT and TN. These sides were not given. If this is a radius 7 cm, that length, let me draw so that you can get what I'm saying clearly. We are not manufacturing anything, okay? This is what we have. This is 0, meaning whenever you see 0, it's trying to indicate that a radius has existed. It's a radius. This is 7 cm, as you were told. This part was drawn down, while this part was shaded. That's the diagram. So, this is a symbol of 90 degrees. If here is R, here is also R because they are all 0. This to this, this to this. Here is also radius. So here is what? 7 cm. You were told that here is what? 60 degrees. Good. If here is O and here is T, simply means that if I say OT all over 7, that is adjacent all over hypotenuse, OT all over 7 equals cos 60 degrees. I call it equation 1. It's my choice. I can also say that NT all over 7 equals sin 60 degrees. I call it equation 2. It's my choice as well. So what do you want really matter? So I don't know what is in your mind and the way you want to start with your own. There is no part or point that if you start, they will not give you your mark. You can start from this. You can also start from this. But you cannot jump into the area of shaded portion without getting the necessary parts. What are the necessary parts? OT and what? NT. So if I want to solve for OT, OT implies what? 7 multiplied by cos 60 degrees. Recall, cos 60 degrees is a special angle, meaning 0.5. So that OT is 3.5 cm. Good. If I want to deal with NT, NT now equals 7 sin 60 degrees to give us what? 7 times, it's also a special angle, sort 3 all over 2 to give me 3.5 multiplied by sort 3. You can see, now it's time to know the real value of what we're doing. Sort 3 equals times 7. Now 3.5 multiplied by sort 3. 6.021. NT, you can do it this way, that is the side of this, equals 6.0621 cm. Good. You come back to the question. Recall that OT is 3.5 cm. Why here is what? 6.0621 cm. Now the question is, what is the area of this triangle? Area of triangle, recall, is what? 1 over 2 base times height. This will give us 1 over 2 times base, 3.5, times the height, 6.0621. Times 3.5. 6.0621 times 3.5 divided by 2. That is, the area of the triangle is 10.6086. cm square. But remember, the formula of area of a triangle does not lie on this alone. You can also go the other way around. There's another formula for area of a triangle when angle is given. That is 1 over 2 r square sine theta. Well, that is by the way. Let us think about area of a sector. Area of a sector now. Sector implies 360 all over. That is theta over 360 times pi r square equals the area. So now A equals theta, which is 60 degree. Watch this. This sector, is it the full angle? That's the wisdom we need to apply now. This is straight. This is also straight. Is it only 60 degree we're going to use? See sector here, like this. So what's the total angle? That plus 30 now. So A, 90 degree all over 360 times 22 over 7 times r square, which is 7 square. 90 all over 360 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 49 over 7 38.5. That's 8.5. So now, the shaded portion is going to be that's 8.5 minus 10.6086. Yes, 10.6086. Okay, just go through the question, the solution, picture it. Okay, that is that for area of shaded portion. Now we're going over to question number 13B. Okay. Area of shaded portion, I'll be taking. Okay, there's something you need to notice. The set shaded portion, look at. Recall here was not shaded. Please. The only part that was shaded is this part before we go over to question B. Okay, so you are going to use, don't bother yourself about the 30 degree. That is theta now is 60 degree. The reason Shaded portion is just this part. So please be careful about this kind of question. So we're going to have that is 60 degree all over 360 multiplied by 49 multiplied by 22 all over 7. Okay, 25.66666667. Is that instruction given? Correct to 1 decimal place, okay? This is 1.1. That is 25.7 cm square for sector. Now area of shaded portion equals, this is this sector here, this one, not this one. That is 25.66667 minus 10.6086. Let's subtract before we approximate. 10.6086. Okay, 15.0586. 1 decimal place here. Can 5 approximate? Yes. So 15.1 cm square. This is the area of shaded portion. Now let's go to part B of this. The part B is saying the x and y intercept of a straight line are what? Minus 3 over 4 and 2 over 7 respectively. Find the equation of the what? The line. Good. Equation of the line. We have to clean this place first. Equation of line. Recall that equation of a line, you have x all over a plus y over b to be equal to 1. This one formula. And you also know that y equals to ms plus c, where m equals y minus y1 all over s minus s1. So if you want to follow this, this point, the first one, a here, minus 3 over 4, comma b equals 2 over 7. So all you have to do is just fix it. This minus 3 over 4, all over, that's s over minus 3 over 4 plus y all over 2 over 7 equals 1. 1 over 1. So let us look at this properly. The LCM of 4 and 7 is 28. If this happens, 4 here is 7 times minus 3 plus 4 times 2. Will this work? Let's handle this properly. It's not going to serve us better this way. Let's interpret well. This is a fraction. Let's say s over 1 times 4 all over minus 3. Good. Plus y over 1 times 7 all over 2 equals 1. This will be better. So 4x minus, that's over minus 3, plus 7y all over 2 equals 1. Now we can look for the LCM. This is 6. 6. 3 here is 2. 2 bracket minus 4s plus 3 bracket 7y equals 1. So if we do this, we're going to have minus 8s plus 21y equals 6 times 1. Minus 8s plus 21y equals 6. So 21y minus 8s minus 6 equals 0. If you want, you can leave your answer like this. If you don't want, you can just transfer by saying 21y equals 8s plus 6, or y equals 8s plus 6 all over 21. This is the equation of the line.